You should have everything all completed. And then you just skip on the T-Mobile prototype training manual. You just skip to page 27, generate reports.
Okay.
It should also have the template. So like generate reports, we need a template too. So that has already been set up when we do the test for it. All you need to do is just regenerate the report for CDs. So like file, generate report, and you can see all the templates and follow the instructions. And you should have three Excels, which is saved as a CSV file. And then after that, you need to convert those CSV files into XLXS file.
Okay.
So if you can see my screen here, under drawings, test fit, this is from the test fits. We have CSV and the worksheet. So you'll end up having 4 worksheets and 3 CSV. So yeah.
Okay.
Wait, no, I was wrong. I'm getting mixed up. So you need 3. Yes. Okay, 4 CSV and 3 worksheets. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah. And then after you generate report, you want to convert all the things and convert to CAT, which is in page 48. So
Okay.
follow the instructions here and convert to CAT. And before that, you need to copy this MEP assets file. It's located in the prototypes 0301, MBT20 RMC, and MEP assets. And copy this file to your 3SGT or 2SIC file. And then just put it in drawings, paste it. And then when you do the test fit, when you do the CAT export process, you save it into here, MEP assets. And there's 2 files here for engineers to use. You don't have to worry about that. And
Okay.
this is the one that you're going to be using, MEP folder structure. And then in there, there's XBase, title block, XREF. So you're going to be saving your exported CAT into here. All the instructions are explained in the team training manual.
Okay.
So, and then title block, you can just, you only need to set up the change the SAP number. So SAP number and address. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's open this up. So you can see here, you don't need to edit anything here. You just need to edit this address, the project name, the intersection name. So that would be the Northeast Douglas Street and Northeast Mulberry Street.
Just like
And
that?
then,
Oh, just like that? Just copy it exactly?
yeah.
Okay.
And then the street address, the full street address, city, state, zip. Or you can just go to your test bed and see what the address is written there. So open that and put in the information here into the CAD.
Okay.
SAP number, that's this thing, 888G. Type in 3SGT, and then drawn by, you don't need to toggle that. Delete this thing. Just delete it. And you don't have to worry about these things too. Those will be Mark will be editing. For this, Mark will also be editing. And this one, you put in corporate new CDs.
Okay.
Wait. So Mary, should we just do corporate remodel cities or corporate rebuild cities?
Corporate. Say that again. Corporate remodel cities or.
Should we, for the scope
Mhm.
work,
Well-
is it corporate new cities, corporate rebuild, or corporate remodel?
Rebuild.
Okay.
So new would be like a completely new construction site, but all of these are going to be rebuilds.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Mervyn, you can just explode this. I'm gonna explode. Yeah, you can just explode this and
Okay. Just,
put rebuild cities,
okay.
corporate rebuilds. And that'll be ME20. And you save it. Have you used XREF before?
XREFs?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, good, good. Then I don't have to explain it. Next is Mark also need this fixture plan. So just extract this page,
Mhm.
just and then save it to the MEP folder. So go to MEP folder and just replace this file here with the fixture plan.
Okay.
Next is in your SketchUp, do a plan scene. Why? I hate when cat do this. When SketchUp do this. Okay, so in your plan generator, you should find whatever. Just click fixture plan, RCP, egress, existing, all of it, except for build up floor plan. I don't think we don't need power plan.
The
No,
hilltop floor plan?
yeah, just we don't need for this our part of CDs. So
Okay.
you don't need to include power plan, and you don't need to include build up floor plan
Okay.
because this is for ground out. And then once you set up the project, there's gonna be more scenes here.
Mhm.
And then next is you need the back of house elevations. So in task fits, you only need the front of house elevations, but in CDs, you need to include the back of house. I think you should be good to include this area here. You don't need to include the inventory room.
Okay.
And then right after you do this scenes, you're gonna do the MEP process, which is on the page 48. Next is exporting to the layout. So click on export and you should have more here, right?
Mhm.
After selecting all the scenes. So select everything, select all the elevations. You don't need perspective in
Okay.
this piece. So once you export it, it should show in layout. And then you should be able to just drag it from the conduct drawings, like how the test fit is. It's similar process, just drag it and do all the things that you need to do for CDs.
Okay.
Can we pause for 1 second? Sorry.
Yeah.
And
So this is pretty straightforward. A project name, you don't need to like edit every single one of this. So you go to file, document setup. No, not here. Edit preferences. Okay, it's file and document setup. There's a tab here called auto text,
Okay,
and you can just write here project address, project name, and it will autofill every single thing that needs a project name address. So for example, street address or project street address, let's say it's, what was the address again? Northeast Douglas, 1567 Northeast Douglas Street. So put in here apartment 6. And it will just auto-populate here
okay.
and even the title block. Don't put in the seal yet, since we don't know if we're gonna go through permitting. You can leave this part here, the road title block. You can leave this for now until we know we have further information. Scope of work. So you do go to your edit preferences and add the construction document cross scrapbook. So it's similar process as the test fit. So just click add, go to your folder. Prototype updates, and 20, we got assets and CD assets, and there's a scrapbook here. And click OK. And it will show in your scrapbook, in your tray. So there's a lot more things in CDs scrapbook compared to test fits, and every they've already like grouped per sheet and per general, like per signage or per general things like the arrows or grid lines or dimensions. But this is much smaller, and unfortunately we can't do anything about it to make it bigger.
Yeah,
All you need to do is just either expand this or click on edit, and it will open up in the next tab, in the different tab. But just be careful, do not edit anything here. So you can toggle between pages with this arrow here.
mhm.
So anything you edit here, and if you click save, it will update the original scrapbook.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when you need to like look for things, for example, like you need to read what these are, just look at it, choose which one you need, and then just memorize the location of the object that you need.
Okay,
So scope of work, you can choose from the scrapbook. There's a G00 cover, and you can see you can choose per the templates here. So right now we are
so one for corporate rebuilds
Mhm.
for this project.
What was that?
Was there a scope of work for the corporate rebuild new for this project?
The scope of work?
Yes, or a corporate new
No.
CD,
Yeah.
or
Can you see that in the scope of work options there? He's asking, right?
You mean this part?
yes.
Yeah.
I'm about to get on that. So they don't have specifically rebuild, so you can just grab the new CDs and you can alter it per the scope of work. Like if we have mechanical systems that we need to alter, or drinking fountains, and etc. So you can see based on the sample set result, go to the cover page and see what they put in there. So they put alteration level 1.
Okay, so just
So-
edit it.
So we can just use the what matches the sample set. So I think they use this. So I can delete that, you can delete that, and just place it. So, and then if you close out the def points, move this up, make it a line, and yeah. And that's all you need for title page.
Okay.
SAP number, just edit this per the SAP number. Drawn by, put your initials. Date, it should auto date. It should automatically put the today's date or like
Okay.
whatever the date that you edit this CDs. So go to pages, and you can delete things that you don't need. So this is in Missouri. So we don't need California, obviously, right? So we can just remove that. This is not in Texas, so we can remove that. We need to find out if the CD is using NSI or ADAAG. And we can just delete all the color green forms and jurisdictional notes and details. Those are in California.
Okay.
Construction plan. This is also pretty straightforward. Just look at the corporate rebuild and match to how they do things. It's just put in the wall types, put it in nodes, put it keynotes, door types, dimension, everything. So wall types, you can measure it, and you can just measure it in the layout. So you can just, when you bring in the drawings, for example, I can just put here. And you can just do the dimension tool and dimension the wall type, how many inches. And yeah. I think we might need to adjust the SketchUp.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we might need to adjust the SketchUp because this is because the dimensions are kind of weird. Hold on a second. Okay, never mind. So
Okay.
yeah, you just need to match properties first when you dimension it because the original one wasn't to scale.
All right.
So this is 5 inches. So go to this sheet and see that I think it might be B13A, or you can just make your own judgment based on this. Just follow the partition types, construction of partition, and start sizing and insulation. So typically we just follow what the construction sheet says, and we confirm the thickness of the wall per this area here. So just add up 5.8 by 5.8 plus the stud sizing, and insulation shouldn't change the thickness. So
Okay.
verify if all the dimensions, verify if the thickness matches per the prototype. So yeah. there's gonna be already some stuff here, so it might be easier to just select all of this, move it up, and put your drawings in, and just drag things
Mhm.
instead of like dragging from the tray. You can just drag from this area, and if you're missing some info, then just like copy and paste, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, and then edit it. Click until you can edit. So so, for example, yeah. So
Okay,
yeah, finish floor plan. This is using a line tool. So again, move this up. Once you have the floor plan in here, just use a line tool, trace the sales floor. And just match properties, click that, and then click that. And then it should automatically change the things.
okay,
The other things like are just pretty straightforward. It should be clear enough from here.
mhm,
And okay, something just went wrong. So keynotes, they also have templates here. They also have keynote templates, but you don't need to follow exactly what's written in there, so you can kind of alter it. You don't need sidebar for this. You can remove sidebar. So keynotes, go to your sheet existing conditions demo plan, and you can choose from this selection.
okay,
And once you choose, for example, this is the closest one with the scope of work, but there are some things you find but then you find some things here that doesn't apply to your store. You can just take that, like for example, just take the column and then just delete the row. Yep. And then delete that and then just remove the things. Or you can just use this. This might be easier because this one is like in schedule form. That one is just lines and text boxes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can just use this one and then just delete row or add another row as
Okay,
as needed.
okay,
And then make sure to just match the keynotes per the keynotes here. So read through the scope summary, make sure that everything is per the site. If something is not per the site star, just delete it. Same thing with the general notes. If something doesn't apply, just delete it.
okay,
Construction floor plan, same thing. Fixture floor plan, you don't need to edit this. This is just like legend kind of thing, a legend for the fixture plan because they already have a fixture schedule here. So there's instructions in the manual on how to update this. So you can just follow that for update fixture, furniture, and graphic. Door schedule, you don't need to delete anything in here. So whatever is doesn't apply, just keep it as is.
Okay,
Same thing with the finishes. We never delete anything here. We just keep it as is, even though something doesn't apply. Sites, we don't need this either, so we can just do this. All the things are pretty much straightforward. Like if there's something doesn't apply, like slab details, you can just delete.
okay,
Yeah, flooring and base details. There's also like a few selections that you can choose from. But if you find something that you need here, just drag it. And if you need to update this, you can just update the lines as needed. But I never had to update anything.
Okay.
If something is not used, for example, you need to delete something from here, just delete it and drag to not use. And then align, there's a line here, try and align as much as possible and put not used.
okay,
Yep. Same thing with the partition detail is something, if you find something that you don't need, just put drag to not used into the space. Yeah, just leave that, for example. And remember to turn off the points. Yeah. So, inventory room should always be here for rebuilds because this is the typical inventory room. Well, ceiling type. So yeah, that should stay. Service and repair plan elevations. If the store has a service and repair, then you need to make an elevation for it. So in SketchUp, just put an elevation, find the service and repair room, click 4 sides of the wall. So I suggest just to go through the sheets first.
okay,
And then do the export because you might need more than you might need a lot more elevations that you might think. Yeah, sorry. Market Learning Center. Those are what we call the training rooms. As far as I know, 3SGT and 2SIC doesn't have the training rooms, so you can remove this. But if they do, they look like this.
okay, yeah, I think I've seen them before. They
Yeah,
got like the desk with the chair. Yeah.
the desk and chairs.
Mhm.
So yeah, storefront, we don't need store. This is small. If it's in the mall, check if it's inside the mall. Then we need this. But since we don't have any exterior scope of work, we can just remove the exterior storefront details and sections.
But I can delete the sheets that we don't need, right?
We can
Okay.
delete all the sheets that you don't need. Yeah. So once you send this to MEP, like once you send all the CADs to MEP, MEP will send you back a PDF and you can just combine the sheets together, make
Mhm.
sure that all the dimensions match. If anything looks weird, then we need to let MEP know. For this architectural data sheet, it's also pretty straightforward. Fill in all of this.
Everything that's highlighted?
Yeah,
Okay,
everything that's highlighted. Occupant load, you need to toggle, you need to edit that too. Construction type, not all are 2D, some stores are CMU, so you need to check that in the due diligence form.
okay,
Drawing index, delete what you don't need. Project team, I can give you this information. We put MEP information in here, and
Okay.
architecture, we put the rope information. Project manager, we can remove this too. Project manager. Responsibility schedule, read through this, delete that, delete what we don't, that doesn't apply to us, like concrete slab, remove. Exterior walls or repairs, we can keep that because they might need to repair some of the walls. Oh. On the second thought, just remove the things, roof, exterior signage, because it's not part of the scope.
okay,
Yeah. So yeah, we don't need to talk. We don't need to edit the furnished by installed by. Yeah. So that's also pretty doable. Yeah, I think that's all for this series. Demo. If the, for example, if the model doesn't have any demo in here, then you need to look at the CDs and turn off all the existing and new. So this is the CAD that has been imported into the SketchUp. So if the store doesn't have any demolition drawn, you can just do a rectangle. Just do a quick rectangle, put this into the demo layer. So picture demo. And just, yeah, do a rectangle, do that. You can just do quick rectangles. You don't need to trace every single line because that's gonna take a lot of time.
right,
Yeah. So yeah. And then it should show up as demo in the plan.
so for these, we're demoing everything that's existing, correct?
We're demoing all of the existing fixtures.
Okay,
So we can see the examples here. They're demoing every single thing.
I see,
Yeah, except for some of the walls. I think when the people who do the test bits, they've already demoed the walls, put the demolition in the walls. So we don't need to worry about that. So yeah, just same thing here, the rectangle. Or you can just find a chair, find any chair. Just put there. And then right click on enable components, component options, and demo.
Okay,
The only cons for this is that this would show into the schedule. So you have to delete it from the schedule. So personally, I just prefer drawing rectangles,
right.
right? So yeah. Any questions so far?
No, not really. I just need to dive into it.
All right, then.
Just an update. I asked Fee if we have our meeting, and she said she still needs to check, but we'll probably, Fiona, end this recording in 8 minutes, just in case. I'd like to jump on that meeting in case it's still happening at noon.
Okay,
Okay. We'll just go scroll through, see if I miss anything. You don't need to delete, you don't need to edit the details because like this kind of details, you just keep it as is.
on the RCP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's already the standard dimensions. Yeah. If you're not sure that's something that you can edit or you cannot edit, just let me know.
Okay,
Yeah. So it seems like for 3SGT, you'll need sales floor, back of house, and the service and repair. Because I'm seeing in the model here, you have a service and repair. And in the test bed, it also shows that you have a service and repair. Right here. So and you also need interior elevations for the restrooms.
mhm.
So make sure you create that elevations too and the SketchUp before export. Have you talked to Mark Swanson before or Spencer Swanson, our MEP engineers?
No, I haven't.
Okay. You want to stop my screen share for now?
All done?
Yes.
Sweet. Okay.